science and the politics of the healthcare system. And I was invited to talk about this very divisive issue about fluoridation of the water supply system. The number of countries that are banning fluoridation is growing all the time. And hopefully I can maybe shed some light as to why these debates are ongoing. Given my background, the CDC, the Centers for Disease Control, have a website, and they clearly state that the benefits of fluoride are topical, purely topical. Fluoride has never been shown to be an essential nutrient. We really don't need it in science. But what we've learned over the course of the last 10 to 20 years is that fluoride poses dangers when consumed. According to the National Research Council, fluoride is an endocrine disruptor. That means it's disrupting your hormones. The effects of fluoride on the thyroid gland are probably the best known. This is very, very well established in the medical literature. Up to the 1970s, doctors routinely treated overactive thyroid by giving patients fluoride. In other words, fluoride suppresses the thyroid gland with tiny amounts of fluoride. This is very well established in the medical literature. So how does fluoride do this? Well, the thyroid needs iodine in order to function. When there's fluoride around, it really crowds it out. It competes for that thyroid, and iodine is unable to get into the tissue, and that's how it functions. So we can explain this medically and biochemically. Iodine is also essential for brain development in young children. In 2012, the Harvard School of Public Health announced their findings that fluoride lowers the IQ in children. This is something that's very serious, and it really needs to be debated. Is this what we want for our children? In the prestigious Lancet Medical Journal this month, fluoride was added to a list of developmental neurotoxicants that includes lead and methyl mercury. So what we had is some of the top neurotoxicologists in the country comparing fluoride with lead and methyl mercury. Again, is this what we want for our children? Simply put, fluoride is a drug. Drugs are dose dependent. There's no way to control the dose in this case. The more you drink, the bigger the dosage you have. The dose that's suitable for an adult may not be suitable for a child or infant. As such, it's the only drug forced on the public without their consent, and this violates all standards of medical ethics. This is one of the reasons that 98% of Western Europe does not fluoridate public water. Now, the biggest surprise is, I can tell you probably, is that there is no clinical science to support the value of water fluoridation. The advocates offer only epidemiological studies. That is where we look at two populations, one that fluoridates, one that doesn't, and we compare the two. Clinical efficacy is required for FDA approval. Most importantly, the World Health Organization has conducted the largest and most meaningful epidemiological study to date. They have literally compared entire nations that fluoridate with those that don't fluoridate. And they've shown that there's absolutely no difference. The rates of decline of tooth decay have plummeted by the same rates across the board, whether countries fluoridate or they don't. So, in summary, water fluoridation has consequences. And I'd say, not the myth of fluoridation, but a misconception is that we have to put fluoride in the water in order to protect us. We don't. This has been shown that we can achieve the benefits of fluoridation without resorting to adding it to the water. So, hopefully, I got finished within 3 minutes. Thank you.